getting the nuke even possible anymore after Gaijin buffed the ground SPAs. If you don't know, War Thunder just dropped the best mode so far, but it got ruined by SPAs. So I had to get 20 kills with whom I will get to spawn the biggest nuke and manage to wipe the entire map. Stick around to watch more. So I begin by changing the layout to an air-to-air layout, then take off from the airfield like usual. Then on the way to the battlefield, I see sexy target in front of me, so I try to launch an M9L at him. This MZ guy, I don't know how to read his name, but my missile is on a way for a prayer. So and it get mocked by the flares he dropped, so I just launch a second one. It almost gets, but it gets flared by his after somebody squirting on my wing. So then we merge. I try to go behind him. He decided to go up in a map full of SPAs, and then I follow him up. My teammates are trying to get him by any means, but I managed to get a hit on him, a critical, and he pours out fire. And as always, my teammates are helping by vacuum sealing my kills. Truly a public service. And then I see this Su-25 try to launch a missile at me, so he just intercepted my missile, so I just launched at the MiG-23. He managed to dodge my Fox 1 by turning faster than it does, so I just go behind the Su-25, try to shoot him with a Vulcan, and he's fucking trying to dodge. So I tried to squirt a couple rounds on him with a Vulcan. Then I managed to hit him once and he kisses the tree goodnight. And then alright, now changing the layout to the medium nuke that Gaijin decided to add. So now 500 SP on the line. I'm pitching up to try to bomb from high, but I see this SPA launching at me. SPA tried to shoot at me a missile, so I tried to like the smart I am to drop a nuke at it, but I couldn't get it in time and I got fucking blasted. So I tried a second time by multi-passing, and well, if you don't know, the OSA AKM just got fucking nerfed, double effect nerfed than in ground RB, so I got blasted out of the air. And then I came a third time to try to get some kills to get the nuke again. So I just get a luck. I tried to get a luck, but my radar is always, so I just get a luck and launch a Fox 1. This guy just kisses the missile and good night. So now I transition into me getting a nuke, so I will go try to wipe the shit out of the airfield, the further airfield, and I try to use a tactic which is stick to the coastline, try to go from the edges of the coastline so I could go to their airfield. So when I arrive, I just pitch up, and luckily their SBAs don't see me or lock me. They just only the S300 just saw me, so I just pitch up to their airfield. The S300 launches at me, but yeah, they can't do anything to me. I'm too deep in. So I just launch my nuke and prayed that it gets some kills at least. So I just dive down, try to avoid the S300. When they launch too far, I just looked at my fuel gauge. That's barely to do anything, so I'ma just save my plane until the nuke hits, and then we'll decide what to do until. So boom, my nuke just wipes out everything, and I look behind me, it didn't do any damage to the airfield. So I just hear a missile from my left. I try to do anything, but the missile just eventually hit my engine, and it only made it worse for me to go back to the airfield. It oranged my right engine, so I just bail out and decided it's not worth it just to fucking fight the S300. I got mocked by that last time, so now that's the reward so far I got from the match. I know I got a minus 22k silver lines by killing it. Now into the next match. This time I play Russia, and now into the MiG-23 MLD, the 60 target as I told you. I tried to get a Fox 1 launch at the F4E, but the missile just kisses a tree, so I just launched the second one. My radar decided to, and my radar cannot get a lock again, so I just avoid getting in a head-on with them. Try to go for the second F4S, but he does a very, and he launches a missile. Radar, I spawn again, come try to get a missile shot, but this guy got fucking mocked in front of me. I couldn't do anything to him. So I look on my right, I see this guy that dropped my fuel tank. I try to get a Fox 1. See this F4E and I say, oh boy, that's a sneaky target. He's so high in the air. I could launch a Fox 1 at him and he basically didn't do anything. He kisses his good night and goes back to the lobby. So I just look behind me, I see the F4E Phantom flying low. I try to get the luck at him, I got the luck. And he also doesn't do anything to my missile. He just pitches up and claims his gift, I guess. So that's my second kill so far. And I go for the F4E, try to launch an R60 on him and R60 on the other. So now back into the big, I got the medium nuke on the Su-24. My strategy is to get the medium nuke and try to get some score with it. So I decided to go on the right airfield, the small airfield, and try to get nuke from. So if you don't know guys, my strategy is to get 2500 points by just doing side objectives. So now from the coastline in the Su-24 I pitch up to other airfield. Then I line up their airfield with my bomb. I wait for the green line to cross. Then boom, I drop it, retreat back, unswipe my wings so I can turn better. Try to go behind cover, avoid the SPAs. And also if you don't know, the American side SPAs are very weak. Apparently Gaijin decided it's a good idea to just make the Russian SPAs very OP, but the American side are very balanced. So my Allah just nuked the airfield first. I dropped my second nuke and fucking took out the airfield and wiped the entire thing. And boom, I just fucking tried to land, but the plane decided it's a good idea to just ram into the airfield. And I landed, just slided on the airfield and boom, I managed to survive. So now I just go on the coastline, same strategy, head for the airfield, try to line up my I now see the airfield on the left. I tried to stick on the coastline. Then when I arrive to it, I just pitch up like the last time. Before the SBAs get me, I drop the nuke, wait for the line to cross, then I drop it, then try to drop my fuel tanks, then I nuke it almost on its way, boom, it wipes out everything on the map. And even I got a one extra kill from a guy. So almost on the way back, I couldn't land, the match just ended. So I got that's the reward I got so far from the match. So I just queue in the third match. Third match was basically same like last match. So I just get, this guy was trying to go up, so I just launch an R60. The missile just does a fucking 90 degrees turn to just hit him in the head. Then I do the same tactic, pitch up, try to get a nuke. I pitch up waiting for the line to cross, then boom, I drop my nuke. Then pitch down, try to go into air cover, and then boom, my nuke just hits. So same strategy with the Su-24. I pitch up, then drop my nuke, boom, and then try to retreat behind cover, go low, my nuke hits, and boom, wipes the entire ground of targets. This game was easy, that I learned a lot from it, and that's the reward I got so far.
They thought they could hold the line. They thought they could stop the storm, but some debt can only be paid in fire. The bear is awake, and the tax is due.
So regular methods weren't enough. They wouldn't give me the points, so I had to get some kills. I am required to get at least 20 kills in this match. So I begin locking this shitty guy that's flying high with an FO Phantom, and I just launch an R60 at this guy and fucking hits a tree. And I see a different guy flying high, so I just focus him down instead of going for the other on the left. So I just locked the A6E with R24 and he just gets it in the forehead, and boom, that's my first kill. I will go for the F4E, and this should be a double kill if I get this guy. So I just launch an R24 on him, and boom, he hits in the forehead. He tried to dodge, but he's a brick. So I just launch at those guys an R60 separately. I launch one for this guy, and the other guy just dodged, so I just go up while flaring, so I just avoid the missiles. And I see this guy flying low, like, I don't know, Boom, and he flares my missile, my R60. So I just go low, try to avoid getting hit, and then I go for those guys who occupied by my teammates. So I just try to get a lock on either of them. So I just get a lock on this guy. I lost the lock for a while, but I just re-lock him again, and then I launch at R24, and he fucking eats it for breakfast. So I just go for the second guy, but he's running from me. I see this F40E guy, the Zhang guy. This guy was competing me the whole match, trying to get the 20 kills, so I just launch an R60. I know he will launch a radar missile on me, so I just avoid pitching up. So I just pitch up when he uses his cannon. So I just go up, try to get a lock on the other guys on my MTI radar. So I just get a lock on this guy, and boom, an R27, and I mean an R24 out, and boom, he hits in the forehead. His pilot must be dead by now. I just locked the other guy, and this should be my 4th kill. So I just launch, and he tried to dodge, but his F4 is a brick, a flying brick. So I just get my 4th kill, and let's fucking go. I just try to avoid the SBA who's launching at me. So I just go left and right, and boom, it just went by. So I just go low, try to avoid the 3rd one coming by, and boom. So the 3rd one will be coming behind this 2nd missile, and boom, it just hit the ground behind me. Nice. So I just go for the 2nd guy who's flying low. If I get this guy, I will be able to get the nuke. So I just launch, but I lost luck. But the data lane just get him anyway, and let's fucking go. I got a 20 kill. So I just eject from my MiG-23 and right hop in a fucking Tu-95. Let's fucking go, guys. This is actually the first time I get the Tu-95, and actually first time to drop a nuke. I was so excited at the time. So I just started by turning on the auto countermeasures. So I just release countermeasures while hovering in the sky. So I just lock their airfield with a CCIB. So I just automatically launch the nuke at the airfield. So when I get close to the airfield, I focus on my green vertical line. This is my first time dropping a nuke, so I was very nervous at the time, but I could get the nuke out, and let's fucking go, guys. This is my first nuke that I dropped on the airfield. I fucking was so excited in the chat. I start typing random stuff, falls down on the airbase, and let's fucking go, guys. I see the nuke falling. This is my first time fucking wiping the entire map. I can see the entire map being wiped out with a single nuke. Let's fucking go, guys. I can't imagine by getting 20 kills you could wipe the entire map and get the chance to drop a nuke. I even turned my engines by mistake from the excitement. Okay, we did our mission, so that's the reward so far in my match. If you love that video, this video took a lot of editing, so your like and subscribe will do a lot for me. So have a nice day, guys. See ya.